Today I'm travelling 4 hours to see this insane temple in Aswan, Egypt. The crazy fact is that in the 1960s they moved the entire temple to save it from flooding. It cost around $40 million. Welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Max and it is an early one this morning. It is only 3:55 and today we are going to go to see Abu Simbel. It's an amazing temple. So we've got the van here and let's go. My brain is half awake. I was trying to do the intro earlier and it was not working. Anyway, this is the van, normal van. Same one we went to in Siwa, but this one actually has seat belts. That's nice. I forgot to mention that I booked this on Get Your Guide and it was £27, but that's not including the entrance fee. That's just for the taxi driver. Alright, so we've just stopped for a little break and there are so many people. There's like 7 taxi buses. Got a coffee and it was 100 Egyptians, so they must be making absolute bank because that place is jam-packed. Look at this, we're in the middle of the desert basically. I just can't believe how busy it is. I hope it's not so busy at the Simbel thing, but we'll see. As you can see here, the big green circles are what you call central pivot irrigation, and it sprays water in a circle so it uses less water for the crops. Despite the harsh desert environment, farmers grow wheat, corn and sometimes even fruits. Okay, so we are here. It is so busy with tourists and everyone's got a guide, but I want to go on my own. So I need to get the ticket first. And this is the toilet. Ticket off first. So I am here and 765. It's quite expensive to be fair. But yeah, I think you have to pay with your card as well. Alright, so I got my ticket, it was 765. So this is a cafe, I think. No, I'm gonna go to the temple first and then after I'm gonna go get a coffee. So this is Lake Nasser. It's mad, so they had to move the temple in the 1960s when they made the lake because it flooded the original place, and it took $40 million to move it. So yeah, it took about 4 hours to get here and we're only here for 2 hours. So, and then after that we've got a 4-hour drive back. So it is a very long way to come, but I think you kind of have to do it. So we are just walking around now. And you can get a tour guide, but I like to go around on my own. So you can see here where this is the original site of the temple, and then that's where they moved it to. So this is the artificial hill and then a concrete dome to like support it, because this was carved out of bedrock. And the reason they created the lake is to create a stable water supply for like agriculture and everything, because the Nile used to flood every year. So the original site, this is the actual temple, and then the original site was here. So this is the original site and then that is the new site. So you can see there's 4 and one of the heads is fallen off, and that is here. So you can see that's the top, that's his hat. That is so cool. The temple faces east, so the sunlight shines into the sanctuary twice a year. These solar alignments occur on February the 22nd and October the 22nd, and that's believed to mark Ramses's birthday and coronation. On these days, sunlight illuminates the statues of the three gods inside the temple, but the god of darkness, Ptah, remains in the shadow. Abu Simbel Temple was built by the famous Pharaoh Ramses II over 3,000 years ago. It was meant to honour the gods and showcase Ramses's power. The temple was hidden beneath the sand for centuries until rediscovered in 1813 by a Swiss explorer. It's so mad that they actually managed to move all of this, but you can see the lines. The temple is about 35 metres wide and 30 metres tall, making it one of the most stunning monuments in Egypt. As you walk inside, the temple extends about 56 metres deep into the cave. It's carved directly into the mountainside with a series of grand columns and chambers. While the exact floor area isn't specified, the temple's vast size and incredible architecture shows how much space was carefully crafted to honour Ramses II and the gods. From the massive statues outside to the detailed carvings inside, this temple is a true marvel of ancient Egyptian engineering. Like I said, they actually moved that. I do not have a clue how you'd try to do that, especially in the 1960s as well, so that was quite a while ago. How would you go about moving that whole temple? I mean, you can see where they've cut it, but I'll get some pictures and put them on the screen now of when they were actually moving it, because it is so interesting. And then this is another temple. I think this is for his wife, the small temple of Abu Simbel. So King Ramses built a small temple in honour of his wife. Yeah, I was right. The goddess of motherhood, love, fertility and music. 6 colossal statues guard the entrance, 4 of Ramses II and 2 of Nefertari. This temple was also built by Pharaoh Ramses II, but for his beloved wife, Queen Nefertari. Nefertari's name means beautiful companion. This temple was constructed over 3,000 years ago during the 13th century BC. This is one of the finest examples of ancient Egyptian rock-cut temple. Nefertari is depicted as the same size as Ramses, which is extremely rare in ancient Egyptian art. This symbolises how much respect Ramses had for his wife and queen. The walls are covered with vibrant, colourful paintings. These paintings show scenes of Nefertari making offerings to the gods. And the temple aligns perfectly with the sun, just like the main temple of Ramses II. One beautiful image shows Ramses and Nefertari standing together before the gods. And that was the Abu Simbel Temple. That is amazing. So I think I'm going to walk around here now and I'm gonna go get a coffee because it looked like they had a really nice little coffee shop out there. The reason this lake is so large is because of the Aswan Dam that was built in the 1960s and finished in the 1970s. The reason they built the dam was to control the annual flooding of the Nile and create a steady water supply for locals. So I've currently walked around the back of the temples, so you can see these are the front of the temples here, and that's the back entrance. Definitely worth the 4-hour drive, or 8-hour round trip even. Still worth it. Alright, so this is the cafe. And after this we'll have a little walk around the market. Alright, perfect. So I have my coffee with an amazing view. It's become a tradition on this channel now. When I have a coffee, I have to have like an amazing view. But how nice is it here? And it was 150 Egyptian pounds. I need the caffeine because it was an early morning this morning. It was like, I had to be up at like 3:30. I'm gonna chill for a bit. And then, what time is it now? It's nearly 10 o'clock, so I only have half an hour and I need to go. We also need to check out the bazaars. So that'll be after I finish this coffee. So I finished my coffee and let's go look at these bazaars. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, man, that's okay. Where are you from? Australia? England. Yeah, man. No, it's alright. I'm looking. T-shirt, Musala, the England. Look, along. Magnet. I'm good, man. It's okay. I'm just taking a video. Oh my gosh, every shopkeeper. I'm good, man. What, papyrus. Ah, lovely. Yeah, man. I can have a look. Oh, cool.
And good price here. Cheap.
Yeah, cool. It's not hand is it?
Yeah. Sure.
No, that's printed.
No.
No?
Because this handmade, special. Like this.
I'm not sure about that.
This was out. This was out.
Yeah, man, thank you. Alright, so next one.
Yes, excuse me.
Alright, so that was the market. So yeah, let's go. Oh my gosh, there's more. It's the same thing again. I'm gonna... Yeah, man.
Last one. Special price.
No, it's okay. I'm good, man. Nah, it's all the same stuff. I'm just gonna speed across this last bit and then I'm gonna head back to the car. Oh my gosh, look how many buses there are. And there's 3 rows of this. This is row number 1, and then there's 2 and 3. And then you've got all the buses up here. Oh my gosh, it is so busy. I'm so glad because when we first got here it wasn't as bad, but now it is insanely busy. I think the best thing to do would be to stay in the village, like around here, and then come really early. I don't know, like 7 o'clock be here or 6 o'clock be here. So the car is here. Perfect. All right, so we have stopped again for a coffee break. I've just come into the desert a little bit. It's really cool to walk around. Yeah, 3 hours left. As you can see here, this is the huge Aswan Dam, and construction began in 1960 and was completed in 1970. The dam was built to control annual flooding of the Nile. It also provides Egypt with a stable source of water for irrigation and drinking. The Aswan Dam is 3,830 metres long and 111 metres high. That's taller than a 30-storey building. It created one of the largest artificial lakes in the world, Lake Nasser, and that's why they had to move Abu Simbel Temple and his wife's temple. One really cool fact is the dam generates hydroelectric power that supplies about 15% of Egypt's electricity. Nearly got run over. I jumped out of the bus and now I am walking back to my apartment. That was really interesting to see that, and I think it was worth the 8-hour round trip. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, and join me in the next one.
When you're loving me, it goes like